Once again, the Pittsburgh Steelers are back at it with contract negotiations, and whether this big defensive presence stays, goes, or is away with the team has pretty big implications on how the Pittsburgh Steelers will perform. My name is Tamir Jean-Charles. This is Steelers Digest, and let's dig into it. If you're not subscribed, please get subscribed. Only 67% of you are subscribed. As we get through the preseason and into the regular season, we've got a lot more content coming your way. And as we guys know, or as you guys have probably heard, Cameron Heyward, our four-time All-Pro defensive tackle, is wanting more money. To be fair, well done on the Steelers for keeping this under wraps. He hasn't engaged in any team practices this whole summer as training camp has gone. Only been by himself, the same as TJ Watt when OTAs and training camp previously started. But as we all know with contract negotiations and when positions get reset in the market, whether you're a receiver or a running back, tight end with these new guys like Brock Bowers and Trey McBride, someone's going to get left behind. And unfortunately, Yinzer's Cam Heyward is left behind. And most of you will probably say, didn't he get paid last year? Well, yeah, but for what he's done for us and the type of production he's got, I personally can't get mad at him for wanting more money. This is a guy that last year played all 17 games. He's always healthy, almost double-digit sacks, 12 TFLs, 35 solo tackles, 20 QB hits. And yes, you see that age and you go, whoa, is he pushing 40? Well, yes, but he's not playing like it. So I don't really get mad when he wants, a new contract. And the thing about Cam Heyward's words is that he said last year that he wanted more money, and he said that if I play at an all-pro level, then we're going to be coming back to the table. And people probably in the room, they just laughed it off and shrugged it off. And then, oh shoot, he comes in that 2024-2025 season, and he plays his tail off, and he's, other than TJ Watt, he's one of our best defensive player on the field at all times, and he's just looking to be valued. And in a minute, I'll show you the guys who are getting substantially more money than him, who I know none of you believe are better than him or statistically had better seasons than him. And it's technically unfair for him. Yes, you are 35, pushing 36, coming into your 40s. This is going to be officially your last contract as an NFL player. So, of course, you want to be valued and, want to be able to help out your family and things of that nature. But as we move on to the D-line earnings from 2023 up until now, obviously Chris Jones is going to set the standard for that market. Then you got guys like Daron Payne, DeForest Buckner, Jeffrey Simmons. I can go on and on. The list is on the screen. And guess who's at the bottom? Now, Yinzers, are you guys going to tell me that Cam Heyward is the worst D tackle on this whole entire list? Yes, I understand everyone can't get paid. Yes, I understand TJ Watt just got paid. Yes, I understand Jalen Ramsey's contract is backloaded. Same with TJ Watt. Same with DK Metcalf that we're giving him $33 to $34 million a year. And Terry McLaurin wants something like that as well. But you've got to pay your guys. This is what it takes to have a defense. We always talk about the Steelers having a generational defense, having the best defense in the league. You're going to have to pay your guys. Now, yes, you could argue, well, we have Derek Harmon, but we bought Derek Harmon so we could move Keanu Benton to nose, have Cameron Heyward as our, not edge rusher, but our D-end rusher in our 3-4, and that's just a bit more balanced. And guys, we need to get better, not get better, but we need to keep being able to stop the run like we've been able to. So, I'm obviously going to ask you guys what you guys think in the comments, but I feel like we should be able to pay him. I feel like we should pay him. You got guys like Javon Hargrave, former Pittsburgh Steeler, making more money than Cameron Heyward. That's not going to cut it. And it shouldn't cut it. You got guys like Nnamdi Madubuike making more money than Cam Heyward. if you're Cam Hayward, it's slightly disrespectful. And when you went to go talk to the Steelers front office and said, yes, I understand you guys don't do incentives. So when I have this all-pro year, we're going to come back to the table. And they kind of brushed it off, and now look at us. We're going into the new season, and guess who still hasn't gotten paid? So there's a lot to unpack here. It's a lot to talk about, but I feel like Cam Hayward should get paid. He's been that type of building block, and he's been that type of guy for us statistically throughout his whole 15-year career here. Obviously, he came out of Ohio State. Just what else do you not like? I mean, we could offer that he's a Walter Payton Man of the Year, and a lot of people are going to say, what does that have to do with football? I just want to let everyone know contracts have everything to do with your presence in the locker room, off the field, and then obviously what you do on the field. This is a guy that backs up his talk within the lines, on the gridiron, backs up his talk in the locker room, and he does it off the field as well, being a Walter Payton Man of the Year. This is a guy that checks and ticks all boxes in terms of asking for contracts. Now, when we talk about contracts, remember George Pickens, former Pittsburgh Steeler, current Dallas Cowboy, was in his contract year this year with us. Now, with the shenanigans that he pulled and the talent that he has, talent-wise, field-wise, you say, well, give him the contract. Shenanigans-wise, you say no. So it's contracts in sports is more than just, okay, but what does he do on the field? And yes, I agree with y'all. Age does matter. 100% it does matter. You can't waltz in here and ask for top 5 money if you're pushing 40. But you can come in here and waltz into the office and ask to just be respected. You know, so I understand. We just got TJ Watt done. Like I said, Jalen Ramsey has to get done. All these other guys have to get done as well. But it seems like every time the Steelers go forward and we get a guy like TJ Watt or we get a guy like DK Metcalf or we get a guy like Jalen Ramsey, there's always something. So if we're in a win now scenario where we have Aaron Rodgers, where we're trying to get that 7th Lombardi, you just need your cornerstone at defensive tackle. You need your cornerstone. He's one of the best run defenders in the league. He's one of the best pass rushers in the league, whether that's through power or through finesse. He could break through double teams. We still haven't seen Keanu Benton really excel in that part of his game yet. Yet to see what Derek Harmon can do. We saw him for a few snaps against Jacksonville in preseason. We'll get to see him again against Tampa Bay in our second preseason game on Saturday. But if this team wants to trend in the direction that we all as Yinzers want it to go in, I think this is a guy you have to have. Take emotions out of it. Take age out of it. If that's your only concern, take that out of it. He has to be on the team. He just has to be on the team. But I'll leave it up to you guys. I really want to know what you guys think in the comments. Please let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is the age just too much? Do you need more production from him? Are you wanting to trade him in a future Michael Parsons deal, possibly, potentially? Let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. Like I said, second preseason game coming up. Regular season's coming up. We're going to have a lot of content we're going to be pushing out on Steelers Digest. So let me know what you think in the comments. Have a great day, Yinzers.